Hey, how's everyone doing today? This is a control board out of a TurnCrafter commander lathe. This is a 12-inch. I actually picked this thing up for free. The previous owner said that the motor had blown on it. It wasn't working. So I replaced this fuse here. I actually put tinfoil around the original one because I didn't have any 10 amp fuses. And I tried it out, and the DC motor that's on here, you can see right down here, and of course this label is incorrect because DC motors does not have 60 cycles. But this Chinese DC motor here, whatever the specs are, was running almost twice the speed that it should be. And I know that based off of the digital readout here. Which is reading out the RPMs of the head, but that gave me a good indication that this was running twice as fast. So I had to do some troubleshooting on this board here, and what it came down to is, you see these three components back here. You have a rectifier here, and this is a rectifier / diode array, whatever you want to call it. These two are rectifiers here. This is your Mosfet. This is a Mosfet transistor right here, and that has a gate in it, and it acts as a little switch. And I was kind of doing some reverse engineering on this, and it looks like that the potentiometer, which plugs into right here on the back side, follows in, and it looks like, in the most simple terms I can put it, is that potentiometer controls the gate. You've got full voltage on one side of this Mosfet, and you've got your potentiometer, which controls the gate, and so that controls the actual voltage going to the DC motor. Your rectifier here takes care of converting, or it's pulling that DC power off of that AC leg there. And there's a few other things in here. You've got some pots here, which are probably giving you a run in and run out and maximum speed, and you got a couple of different resistors here, and there's a little capacitor right there, and I think that's to take the bleed off when you're powering down or you're spinning down. You've got I did replace this resistor. The other one checked out good, but I had already ordered some parts, so I went ahead. This is a 6.8 K resistor, so I went ahead and added that on. I resoldered this, resoldered that. I tested out the thermistor. I basically tested out every single component on this board, and I unsoldered most of them, took it off, and I resoldered everything I took off. I used a Weller variable heat soldering gun, or soldering iron. And now I'm going to go ahead and put this back in the control box, and I'm going to test this out for the first time. Looks like a common problem with these TurnCrafter machines is these MOSFETs are going bad here. And what I found, and I'll see if I can add a photo. What I found is that from the manufacturer, they didn't have a screw in here. They had soldered this to the point where it was crooked, and they missed the screw hole. And it was off of the heatsink here. So what I've got back here, this white stuff, this is thermal conductive paste. It's ceramic and silicone based. It's not metallic based. And so, that helps with no possible short outs. But anyways, this was not touching the heatsink, and so what I'm thinking is this MOSFET overheated or got an overcurrent to it, and that's what it shorted out, and it was causing the DC motor to go wide open. And of course, it did what it was supposed to do, and it blew the fuse, but when I went to go test it back, I forced it to stay open by wrapping it with tinfoil to make sure that the motor was good before I went ahead and tested this control board out. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put it back together, and we'll test it out. Alright, this is the moment. I am going to turn this on and see if my efforts have worked. Alright, looks like this is low on the potentiometer, so let's see what she comes up to. Anyways, looks like she's sitting at 400 and some RPMs. Let's see if this works. Okay, turning the potentiometer. And that noise is just this little bulb there. Let me fix that. Some vibration. I don't have this bolted down or anything. It's not maximum. Let's see what we can do. All right. We're roughly at 3,800 RPM. Things are pretty neat. It looks like they almost have they got a little encoder inside of them. So this has definitely been a cool project. If you'd like to learn more about the Mosfet transistor and also testing rectifiers, I'll try to put up a video for testing Mosfet transistors and for testing the rectifiers, thermistors, resistors, and everything else that might be on your TurnCrafter Commander board. So, I have less than $20 in parts. Most of those parts I got multiples of. I ordered 5 Mosfets for about $6. I got, let's see, 15 resistors, 6.8K resistors for less than $7. I got some thermal paste for less than $7. So, anyways, that does it. This lathe was free, and it's going to hopefully provide me with some fun times hobbying on some wood. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please make sure to comment below, and I'll help you out with any questions or answers that you may have. Thanks for watching, and please tune in for more videos to come.